please introduce yourself?
I am Dr. Umesh Chandra Pandey. I am working as Regional Director in Indira Gandhi National Open University. I am
So,
currently based at Bhopal.
okay, so how does it feel to be part of this summit?
Yeah, it has been a wonderful experience. Actually, the meeting the educators and some of the finest role players in the area of digital implementation of in the field of education. It has been a wonderful experience. Yeah.
Tell us something about your organization.
Um, I am from Indira Gandhi National Open University actually, and it has been, as everybody knows, that it has been a major role player in the field of distance education, and it is recognized as the center of excellence in the field of distance education. And this recognition has been given by Commonwealth of Learning Canada, and IGNOU has been implementing a kind of model based on sharing of resources. Means a convergence of resources between different educational institutions. As if you look at IGNOU's activities across the country, and then you will find that thousands of organizations are involved in a kind of a collaborative environment to serve the purpose of the open and distance learning in the country. And that is some of the finest thing which has been appreciated across the world, that a kind of a model based on sharing and networking can work so well. And in IGNOU, actually when it started in 1987, we started giving our programs, and university was started in 1985. So that time IGNOU's enrollment was just 5,000 in 87. And now if you see IGNOU's enrollment, it is more than 3 million students are studying in IGNOU. And all these students are not only from IGNOU, from India, but they are from 43 different countries. So this is the way the university has expanded on a global scale. It has made an impact, and it has emerged as a center of excellence. And the credit for this goes to all the educational institutions which have been collaborating with IGNOU to serve the purpose of open and distance learning.
So do you think that distance education has overcome the full-term educational course? Because nowadays kids are mostly inclined towards the fast money. So what's your point of view on that?
Uh, Open and distance learning is not a question of option. It is a compulsion of the age in which we are living in. Means it is not something like saying that IGNOU is going to replace other institutions. IGNOU gives its academic programs to distance mode of education, and there is a very big segment of the population which is working population. We are living in a knowledge society where knowledge is almost exploding, and the knowledge gets obsolete very fast. And there is a clear-cut demand for workplace education. Means the paper, if you think of a computer science student, the moment he passes out of his fourth year, his first year knowledge almost gets obsolete. And therefore, when he goes to his workplace, he has to continuously update his knowledge. And that is something which he cannot go back to the classrooms and study again. So there is a clear-cut need for open and distance learning program for this vast majority of working population. And if India has to emerge as a knowledge economy, we have to strengthen this segment of reaching out to the people at their workplaces. And here is the IGNOU has a very major role to play.
In current scenario, has IGNOU related itself to e-learning?
IGNOU has been doing it in a big way. IGNOU has been utilizing the technology right from its inception. Actually, ISRO has been our major partner for almost 2 decades. We have been working with ISRO to use technology in a big way to reach out to the people. Which primarily our mandate is to reach out to all the segment of the society which cannot come to your classrooms to study, and they need the education wherever they are and at their terms and conditions. I mean, whenever they want education, it should be available to them. And here the distance education has a role to play, and therefore technology has a role to play. And we have been running 4 TV channels. We have been running a network of 37 radio stations across the country, and all this has been made possible just because of all the important role players which have been using technology, and they have been collaborating with IGNOU in a big way. And as far as the e-learning program, net-based digital on the online academic programs are concerned, IGNOU is a nodal agency for development of the massive open online courses also now, and therefore we have been developing our MOOCs and we have been installing them online on the SWAYAM platform. You can find the MOOCs developed by the university. We have been doing so many things on the online, and in fact, let me tell you that IGNOU has made a very excellent intervention through online, and that is called the online knowledge repository. We have developed an online knowledge repository of all the audio visuals which we have and the self-instructional material which we have developed over the years, and this is called the e-Gyan Kosh, and is one of the finest online repository which the university has developed, and it is all, available for free use by the people. Anybody anywhere can use, download that material, use it. So that is something for which IGNOU got the Mantan Award also some time back. And therefore, as far as the e-learning initiatives are concerned, IGNOU is very favorably positioned to implement these programs, primarily because of our reach up to the largest this large segment of the people who need these kind of programs. Number two, that our long experience of using technology, and therefore I can say that as far as IGNOU is concerned, these online programs and the e-learning programs are going to be the mainstay for IGNOU.
Thank you so much for sharing words with us, sir.